Hey y'all, it's been too damn long. I'm so happy to be here. This is Taboo Tuesdays. You are listening to the Daily Smoke, the People's Podcast, and I have an incredible guest today. Hold on, okay, my bad. I take it. I'm happy to be back. I am.
Yeah, we have to do that.
I tell y'all, you can't afford not to invest in your self-care, right? And I've said that on every show. Go back and listen. But the last show I was on, I was feeling real deathly. Like, I mean, I thought death was knocking on my door in real life, and it did. I ended up dying to myself and my spirit. And the last several months have been completely compelling of me wanting to make sure I tell you, your self-care is your greatest investment. So y'all know Tamia is Touch of Care. Thank you so much, Tamia Anderson.
Touch my body.
Hey.
But any regimen that you have for your upkeep, y'all, is just, it's important. For me, art therapy, massage therapy, mental therapy, and just being in a place of quiet to let God speak has been very healing. But I've been watching the shows and I've been missing my shows, so I'm so happy to be here. We're going to get through some messages real quick and then get into this wonderful taboo topic. Our first message comes from Tiffany. We just want you to make sure that you're taking these deep breaths. So your prescription for the rest of your life is to breathe. In for 3, out for 7. We're going to try it out real quick. 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath in. And slowly exhale. All right, now this next message is coming from Toiletries for Families. So Toiletries for Families is a very near and dear nonprofit organization providing hygiene items to those affected by disaster and poverty. The ask these days is a lot more difficult to suffice because the cost of retail toiletries is entirely too high. Entirely too high. Last Friday, my birthday, I received a phone call from an educator asking for support for 271 girls at her school who did not have the necessities they need on a monthly basis. And it's hard to believe, but I know the toiletry costs are too high and people are not making enough money to not have to pick between bills and necessities. And so if you are in need, hit up Toiletries for Families. We have some amazing affiliates. Thank you so much to the Brown Egg and Bread of Life. Because of y'all, I was able to completely hand off 275 kits to young ladies at Lone Star College's high school for college prep. And we're so, so grateful. But our Dignity on a Dime campaign that you see in these images, we need your support. If you have ever been skeptical about donating, skeptical about giving because people did not do with what they were supposed to, we operate with integrity at all times. And if you want to see for yourself, you can come donate. You can come volunteer your time. You can volunteer your space, your vehicle, because me toting all them boxes in my little bitty Mazda, I could not see. You got a truck? I appreciate it. I appreciate it. See, asking and shall be given. But it's so impeccable because we're walking into our 13th year of service. Over 60,000 families have been served in 28 states and 8 countries. My passport ain't got no stamps, but I tell you what, before I turn 40, I'm gonna give me a stamp on my passport. Hey. And I just say that in the name of Jesus with right. All traveling graces. And the last message we have, I gotta look at my phone because I forgot. It is the baby arts advocate. So every Thursday on the Daily Smoke, y'all will see Long Live the Arts, which is the mantra of the arts advocate, because art should live. And art is not just paint brushes and pen to pad. It's what we create. And even with the creation of messages, right? 3D Theory, you're going to hear more about all throughout the days. You tune into Taboo Tuesdays, you tune into Long Live the Arts, you tune into the Daily Smoke, because the people have come to the podcast to talk about what they casting out. We casting out negativity, we casting out hardship and excuses, and we giving way because we know our decisions determine our destiny, as does yours.
Good?
I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
One thing I know for sure that has become less taboo for me is sex. Y'all can't see her, but his wife is over here. She wearing a green shirt, so she can't be over there on the couch. But we can hear you. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Good.
How much does sex play a part in your wellness?
A lot.
And how well kept is your wife?
Very well kept.
And how important is it that your wellness will be maintained to maintain your sexual wellness?
Very well. It's yeah.
It's imperative, right? So I heard y'all talking earlier because, it's spring break right now for the babies. They got 2 boys at home behaving. But I know that when y'all explained to them y'all were on your way to work, they thought you were going to somebody's office.
Right.
Closed walls, no windows. That's me Sunday to Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to be productive without having to be confined?
It's amazing.
Have you
Feels
ever
free.
Yeah, freedom? Have you ever worked in a hostile environment?
No, not a hostile environment.
Okay.
No, I would not say that. No, not a hostile environment. I'm not that type of individual
To say?
to put myself in that type of situation. So, hostile environment, no.
How long have you been entrepreneurs?
It's different for me because I have my own business as well.
Yeah. What's that called?
So it's called Abstract Houston.
That's her Instagram, y'all. Abstract Houston, and her last name is Houston. She a real Houstonian. Is a thing.
But I was doing my art for maybe 4 or 5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put it on hold for right now so I can help him pursue his. But I still create here and there, it's not completely on hold.
Oh yeah.
But right now we're focused on BYOB. More people need BYOB in their life than a piece of art.
I beg to differ. And I can even say I would take all your prints and put them on the t-shirts because people like their shoes to match.
It's true.
So you can marry your business. You can unify it.
You know what? I think BYOB is art
Yes, it is.
because art, it deals with your brain. BYOB, build your own brain, okay? And it's a type of art where it's self-mastery.
Correct.
It's a type of art where you control your own thinking, and that in itself is an art.
Yes.
And art art doesn't have to just to be a drawing. It doesn't have to be a painting, a sculpture. Art can be acting.
Yes.
Art can be
Speaking.
speaking, taking
Cooking.
pictures.
Yeah. Food.
Food. Oh yeah, I love food. So art is like,
Universal.
yeah, it's so abundant. There's no limitation to it. So yeah, I wouldn't say that you stopped art, just kept going with art.
Now
Yeah.
let me ask, would you consider sex to be art?
That would be a form of it.
Because
Absolutely.
sex is expression, correct?
It is.
A lot of
Absolutely.
times, young folk think they're ready for sex, but sex ed has not been sufficient. And if you're not in a mental space where you understand that you are completely expressing yourself, whether in a nonverbal or a physical and verbal way, it's not something that you might want to consider embarking on until you've mastered Bayesian. The Bayesianary period of knowing that we can get to those places. But sex in a sense of expression and its art form makes it more free of the taboo topics, but more so engaging in the way in which you're able to celebrate shamelessly.
And it makes you feel good.
That it does.
Both. You know what I'm saying?
There's one
You see a
song.
good piece of art, you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Then you have a good big session, you feel good. You know what I'm saying? So that sex and art, man, that's together too, man. That release of that energy.
Yeah.
That right there, that's art. I like this Taboo Tuesday.
Yes, it
You know, I'm
is.
feeling
It's a
it.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, have y'all been looking at HISD and what's going on with like the
Oh,
school
they
district
talking about
and
a takeover. They
Yeah.
talking about a takeover because is it Wheatley? Is it Wheatley? The high school.
Worthing.
They got
Worthing.
Worthing.
Wheatley, I think, is mentioned too, but yeah, Worthing.
It's a W. But in one of those schools, they had a bad rating for like 5 years straight.
Yeah.
And somebody had wrote a law like if that happens, the state will take it over because like basically y'all not caring. So that's what I know about it right now.
My
That's
mama was
all I know.
telling me, yesterday, Sheila Jackson Lee, and some members of West Point academy, graduates and retirees had a conversation, but it's gonna happen on Monday. And just the concept of individuals who come from different walks of life, different backgrounds, like our community does care about the well-being and sustenance of this community, as well as the education of our children. And it's sad. Like, I just got wind of the fact that we don't have enough educators, and it's tough because, you know, it's not that the education career path is not up to par, so much so as the burnout. You got teachers who literally, I have a friend who quit, like she retired in the middle of the first semester. She burned out. And you know, they had this program for a couple of years, but that's lost funding for social emotional learning. And, you know, it was great for the kids, but the educators, the janitors, the faculty and the staff, they need support. And so while we're figuring out what Houston ISD is going to do with our children and the future of these educators, like, for anybody who has served in the capacity of teaching, of rearing a child, of being a face to a kid, like, thank you so much for your service. I'm sorry that we could not sustain you in a way. But there has to be some consideration that it's more than just the babies, because people have literally gone to school, made these investments, made these commitments, and not gotten the support. You can't expect a child to maintain a lesson from class when they come home to your bullshit. Period. And you know, if you can't digress from work, however you do so, you can't digress from your day and be available for your children at the table, you are completely debilitating them. And it's not fair. There's no reason why children who are completely helpless and hopeful, that they can't have opportunities because of you and your indiscretions. So I would love to encourage anybody who has access to a kid to please be more responsible. Please be mindful of the village. Amen. Because the village is so important. We got access to Mama Pierce's. We got access to Brother Ron's and Los's and Bobby's. We got access to the Wrdmtcn. We got access to couples who are raising a couple of young men who are going to be amazing. And if you don't know what you're doing, find the people who do. Because you cannot expect to say, amen, oh, the school has failed my no, the community has failed the children, because we act like we're not responsible. But the parents have failed the community because y'all act like we can't tell them they out of line. I saw a video on one of those streaming sites about this little girl who was howling at somebody who appeared to be her grandmother. And that in itself, I held my breath. And I'm watching her puff chest walk around in a circle at Walmart. And then you see this white woman come up and she hollers, stop out there right now. You stop that right now. And I know in any other setting, it'd have been a whole different experience of who you talking to. But it's necessary to speak up. I don't do disrespect. I don't handle or tolerate no disrespectful kid. And if they are out of place, I'm going to say something. So don't have your kid around me if they're not disciplined. Because I'm going to say something. And you ought to be ashamed. And this really be a taboo topic for real. But like, y'all got to stop acting like don't nobody care. Because if you die, your babies are going to be completely at the hand of society who did not have the patience to even take care of them. Yeah, it is your responsibility. We said at church Saturday for Shaylo's homegoing service, the pastor said it is time to get your house in order. Don't just take the word from church and think if it don't make sense to you, you don't have to make it make sense to you. Get your house in order. Get your affairs in order. Have documentation. Have some kind of plan. If you don't have a plan, you are completely damned. And if you have a child, you are responsible to have a plan for them. You need some insurance. Don't nobody want to sell no barbecue plates. You need insurance. This baby, her parents were prepared. And God bless them on their journey of getting through the rest of their days without her. But for anybody who is approaching the rest of life to come to an end, y'all need to be more responsible. I have so many resources. You need a financial planner to tell you what to do with your money, how to get a trust, how to make your better investments, how to keep your money making money. Let me know. If you want to find somebody to help you get life insurance to make sure that your children, your spouse, your loved ones are cared for after you're gone, let me know. But I don't want to hear about the bullshit y'all keep talking about on social media. I don't care about that couple who look like they are completely having withdrawals from drugs. I don't know who is Chris John or Christian. Who are these people? Like I'm not going to watch their YouTube. Y'all keep watching the Daily Smoke though. And y'all continue to pay attention to people who have sense, who have sensibility, and who make money. Because that's how it works, right? Yes, ma'am. pride in economics. Like, there's no way to continue moving forward if you don't know what to do with your money. Do you know what to do with your money?
Not all the way,
Okay.
to be honest. But I am working on that.
With your business, do you have your documents in order?
Yes, we do. We have a CFO, a professional CPA.
Yeah.
So that's been taken care of.
Yeah.
So that part, we're good to go.
Okay.
We just need to get more steamroll in demand
Okay.
so those documents can be put in order and used.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so that's what we're on right
So we're
now.
working on that.
Mhm.
So let me tell you, when you want to look at, oh, I just want to be supportive, I just want to make good investments, invest in Daily Smoke, because there's no other channel on this platform that gives you truth, that gives you raw, uncut, uncensored, honest, and open conversation, beautiful topics, and the arrangement of people whose faces are to be respected, highly, highly regarded. Man, I met this dude because he saw me on the news at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I did.
And that was such an amazing opportunity because I was literally walking around the store thinking, what am I going to do for vision boards this year? And I saw a handheld mirror, and I'm just like, oh, we're going to keep our vision in hand sight this time. Because most people put their little poster board behind the door of their closet, and they never look at it throughout the year. And then the next year comes for, you know, a Coogee Chagalia with Danessa Bowling, and, oh, well, I still have my vision board from last year, but I don't know where it is. Y'all need to be responsible. You have a vision, you need to focus on it and don't let nothing get in your way. And I promise you, I'm a living witness. It is so easy to let someone else's doubt, assumption, personalization, accusation, past trauma they ain't healed from. It's so easy to let that shit fuck with you.
Yes.
Stay focused. Because in all honesty, when you operate in love, when you operate with integrity, when you tell somebody I love you and they can't even receive it because the words they've been given for so long have been lies, it becomes so difficult to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
But when I tell you I love you, I mean it. And since I can't say it to your face, I'm going to say it online because everybody going to listen. And at the same time, it's amazing because this be the vision. Being able to bear witness to people who love out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times people have become so taboo with relationships. Don't tell nobody who you love. Don't tell nobody who you fuck with because somebody gonna fuck it up. People hate. They got opinions. They got something to say. And I'm just like, look, Tiffany Scales, I have been accused of being straight with 4 kids and a husband at home and just an ally to the gay community. I'm a full-blown lesbian. I'm just not active in the community because I am focused on what I want and I sit at home and mind my business. But even when I go outside, sometimes somebody got something to say. And it's okay. I enjoy celebrating life. I enjoy celebrating love. And I love the fact that even when people make assumptions and completely make an ass out themselves, God still is gracious enough to give us enough time to look forward to the next time we can lock eyes with somebody and truly love them on purpose with intention, even in the breath. And so, you know, I feel like the breath is so important because a lot of times people have been experiencing things that really do have names. If you go to a therapist and you tell them the shit you've been dealing with, you might get a couple diagnoses. Don't be shamed by them because PTSD is real. And it's not just a combat disease. It is something that everybody has been subjected to because the trauma, we at the post of it, and it's a disaster. It's completely disorderly how people function after experiencing hardships, you know? So is anxiety. Anxiety gets you to a state where your mind starts to race, your thoughts are being chased, and then the words don't flow freely. Now, I have mastered being able to talk fast, but when you breathe, when you just inhale deep, exhale slowly, it changes the tone of your voice. It changes the trajectory of the entire experience. It puts you in a position of calm and tranquil, and it allows you to be in a place of open to manifest the greatness. So when you do engage in sex, when you do engage in intimacy, when you do engage in fucking, you do this with precision, with intention, not just, I'm going to just see how it goes and if I come or not. Like, y'all got to stop. Y'all need to learn how to really appreciate your body, how to respect your temple, how to get your life in order, because this whole physical thing, it's not even necessary. And it don't mean shit to people because they just fucking through the motions, fucking past their pain. Learn to love yourself. Y'all need mirror time. Get in a mirror and make eye contact. Let's not worry about the lines or the blemishes. Let's not worry about what's growing where and when it got plucked. Like, just see you and breathe. Because in these moments of reflection, you are able to detect the blessing that you have. Like, I get to be on the People's Podcast, y'all. I get to be in a room with men who are completely powerful, completely reputable, completely respectful, integral, and completely creative. Just geniuses. And then there's women in the space that you know they regal, wearing this beautiful green and purple, just amazing. And here I am representing life celebrated. We are doing something amazing, y'all.
Yeah.
Last time you saw me, I told you, support us. Support us so we can grow. And now we got lights, camera, and action. We got opportunities. We got consistency. We got you. Share these videos. Watch them again, because as soon as we get to a place where we have enough hours played, we get paid.
Talk.
When we get paid,
Talk.
we get to do more. Because what happens, I want y'all to know about Los. Man, this dude, you just married off, what, your second daughter? So many amazing opportunities have been taking place behind these scenes. And because we are family, we get to know about it. The beautiful birth of grandchildren, the celebrations, like, man, I'm still waiting on Amy's cake. I've been saying her name in my job for months. Like, man, y'all gotta try this carrot cake, because I don't even know if I like it. But I had some carrot cake recently and it was really good. And I don't even do sweet vegetables. I think it's disgusting.
Right.
But I hear Amy makes this delicious, stupid carrot cake. And it's like, you know, it makes you think about sweet tooth cheesecake. What's up, Mike? I love Michael Horn. I love that my friend has like completely just taken over the vendor spaces in every art space I've seen, because all poets like sweets. You know, we like to pour out our emotions. You eat sweets, you don't cry so much. It's a thing. It's an emotional enjoyment.
It's art.
It is. There's such an art to it. And we keep talking about art, y'all, because in a couple of days, you're going to see us again in these same clothes. Because we record all at once, being sustainable, knocking it out on a good Saturday when it's nice and beautiful outside, because we don't want to interrupt Los. We at his house. And on this production set, we know that this is the most valuable place to be. So $ TD Smoke. Send some money. If you need credit for the money, give it to the Arts Advocate and delegate it to go here. Because we need some money. We need your money. We need your support. And we value your time. So every click, every share, every like, thank you. We appreciate it.
Like.
Yes. But at the same time, go online, visit our website, check out who we've got, what's going on, look at the past shows, find them. Because we share their websites, their information, their phone numbers and Instagrams. Like, let them know they came to the place to be found. Because marketing is only going to be as effective as your mouth. And what that mouth do is so important. Don't lie. Don't cheat. But completely maintain your fidelity of knowing when you speak, it ought to be something sweet. And we have given you nothing but the truth, the whole truth, and even when it wasn't easy to receive. Because some of y'all need to learn how to mind your damn business. You make it so hard for good people to just mind theirs when all you do is talk shit, make up shit, and try to infiltrate shit that you ain't got no business in. Just because you mad, don't nobody want your ass. Mind your business. But for those of y'all who got intentions to stay together, marry as Tiffany. Because in all honesty, you deserve to enjoy the companionship you have been blessed with, to enjoy the life that you have been able to completely pan out, to create. And then however that looks, whether you're monogamous or not, there's no judgment here. It's just make sure you mind your business. You take care of what you're supposed to and get your shit in order, because you can't tell somebody you love them if you can't afford them to have no insurance. If you can't instill in them some kind of sense or stability or security, you ain't no good. So this whole I'm gonna just pass out I love yous and open my legs to things, stop it. When you start to value your pussy or your penis more than you did before, you allow yourself to really understand what your time and presence is gift enough. And with that, you put yourself in a more powerful position. But those of you quidnunks who just too busy bodies to even worry about what you're not doing, I would like for you to just take a few breaths, acknowledge that you ain't shit, and stop it.
Right.
Get it together. Because y'all make it so hard to maintain peace.
Gotta acknowledge.
And you know I'm talking to you because y'all messy. Y'all messy as hell.
You gotta.
Your decisions determine your destiny. You gonna get cussed out in traffic. You gonna get cussed out in the street. You gonna get knocked up on the side of the sidewalks. Like, stop it. You have to maintain self-dignity and respect to maintain peace in this community. We need people to come. Okay? The more you come, the more peaceful you are. You deserve to come. You don't have to have sex. You can masturbate. or you can just go somewhere you feel welcome and safe, but you deserve to come. And your wellness wheel, if you don't know about it, go check out Coochie Chagalia. Go find Danessa Bowling. Make sure first Thursdays you tune into her, because she's going to make sure you stay connected, because your emotional wellness matters. Your occupational wellness matters. Your social, your emotional, your spiritual, your physical wellness, it matters. Get off your ass. You can listen to us in the gym. You can put your phone on that clip and walk on a treadmill, climb them stairs, ride that bike. You do not have any excuse not to move, because your decisions determine your destiny. And it's absolutely asinine that you would continue to excuse the fact that you are not doing what you're supposed to. Get up today.
They're trying it. They're not.
No, we don't try. We do. We do. Try pacifies. We do. Be effective, because you wasting breath otherwise. Breathe deeper. Okay, that huff and puff, that's why your mom used to snatch you up, because that huff and puff is just like literally emitting the negativity all over again. Nobody wants to feel that. But if you inhale deeply, you exhale slowly, you understand what it is to keep peace. Keep your own peace. It's your responsibility.
Stay centered.
Stay grounded, man. Kids, listen, if you let your child listen to this, excuse my cussing, but let me tell you something. Being grounded is not punishment. Being grounded is the process. Get your feet on the ground. Hug a tree. When you mad, take your hands into the dirt. Let it become something beautiful, because this ain't supposed to do this. Stay open. You know, I was having, it's a thing. I was having mirror time 2 weeks ago. My Pastor Rudy and Juanita Rasmus, their last sermon is going to be in May. Y'all got to come. Y'all got to stay tuned. But Pastor Juanita has been opening us to receive and give love for years. And her parents are getting ready this summer to celebrate 63 years of marriage.
Ooh.
They certified me to be a relationship counselor. Thank y'all. Love y'all. I'm doing a good job. But 2 weeks ago, I'm in the mirror, being open to receive and give love, trust, respect, forgiveness, grace. And then I realized it is in this position that he bore such an image to truly reflect what it is to be open to receive and give love. Now, yes, when you open and exposed, shit gonna come. But all you're open to receive is love. And what that means is you are completely protected. There is this fear people have of being hurt, of being embarrassed, of being confused, of being disrespected. So much so that the instant they think it might happen, they go off. God bless you. But when you are open to receive and give love, you will only receive love. And when you allow yourself to reorganize your priorities, I promise you, your life will become better. Keep God first. Now, if you don't believe in God, we disagree, but that's okay. You keep what you put up there above all things. Keep it first. Make sure you're second. Life has hit such turbulence. The mask on our face for years, and still y'all out here suffocating. Put the mask on yourself first. Make sure your cup full. Because when you are open to receive and give love, you have completely expanded your capacity to give it. But you must be open to receive. So those of y'all doing this shit don't work. You have to be in a position to get what you're asking for. Stop asking in deficits. Oh, I need some money. No, we need more money is what I said. But when you say I need some money, or I need to pay my rent, or I need to do this, it speaks out a complaint as though you are claiming not to have access.
Exactly.
We have access, y'all.
Stop thinking with a poverty mindset.
Yes. Think rich. Think like the abundance is right here. Los, I'm on my patio a month ago. It was the Wednesday I called the show. Okay? I didn't even hear the conversation while I'm on hold to get through the voice to get on the phone.
Right.
So I'm on my patio, taking my deep breaths. It's almost 7. And I go to open my door and it won't budge. I'm like, Lord, the latch of the string to my blinds is caught in my door. You know, y'all once was blind, now you see.
Right.
So I go to open the door and I'm recording it. I say, man, that moment you go outside to take a breath. Help me, God. Then I stopped the video, did another video. I said, thank you, Lord, and opened it. That's my faith. You don't have to believe for it to happen. just get around somebody who do. Because I promise you that the increase right here, everything that has been spoken in this room, we've done.
Right.
We've done. You went travel, put on some tailored suits, looked so lovely with your wife and your family, came home safely. You celebrating the amazing ways in which you are transitioning to a place to enjoy every single day of your life. It's amazing. Y'all, Bobby called me on Facebook Messenger 2 nights ago and talked to me for like 15 minutes. Like he said words. Now, y'all know I told y'all at the beginning of my shows, oh, he gonna talk to me.
He said words.
He said words. Like, I said, Bobby, you're talking to me. I'm so excited. Like, I didn't even know what his voice sounded like. He had so much to say. And I'm just like, this is amazing. What's your mama name? Hey, Mama Hood. I know you might not see this, but you're going to hear it. And we're so grateful that you exist. Thank you so much for what you've done with your kid, because your son is such a good friend. Such an amazing friend. We love you so much, Bobby. Like, ooh, so much. Y'all need to learn how to get past whatever bullshit you think about and just love people. See, love is the religion I practice.
Mm-hmm.
I laugh at the fools who act like the rules were meant to control them as though high men were broken. They've been as sodomized by true lies as rape victims, unwillingly sacrificed to points their faith has been compromised. And I'm sick and tired of having to compromise what I believe in. I'm not compromising shit. I believe in Jesus. I know he is amazing. God is powerful and almighty, and I am blessed. And anybody attached to me wins. That's a guarantee. So when I tell you, be mindful of the company you keep, you ought to be at the People's Podcast. Because this is a place you come when you're ready to grow, when you're ready to move, when you're ready for the mountains to be destroyed, when you're ready for the water to be still, because still water runs deep. And the way that we breathe into people, I'm grateful that I met you. Thank you, Fox 26, Chelsea, because see, Chelsea Edwards hit me up. I'm at the store getting this mirror, and she goes, yo, Tiff, do you do vision boards? I say, yeah, I'm doing a vision board right now. And she was like, can you come on the station and, give us a demonstration about what it's like? And so I literally took the stuff I'd already clipped and took it to the station that Thursday. No plan. My hair wasn't even done. It was 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning on an off day. But because I was obedient with my ordered steps, okay? Like everything I've written, I walked. I didn't write what I'd walked. I wrote it and walked it. The word lives. Counted steps preceded by hesitation led to mental constipation, forcing the realization of disappointment as expectations weren't met. See, I didn't know where I was going, but I knew to get my ass up. And so I went to the store. I saw the mirror. It spoke to my spirit. I picked it up. I decided I was going to do something. On the back of my mirror, it says, if I want it, I write it down. Let me tell you, the instant I stop writing, it comes. Shout out to Jimmy Spivey. April 8th and 9th is the gigantic gospel concert. Y'all got to check it out. It's going to be so beautiful. Dallas and Houston about to get blown with some amazing talent. And to see Shirley Caesar at 85, I believe she's 85 this year. This woman is just a ball of light and anointment. She about this high when she's standing on the pew and I'm standing up. She's a little woman, but she got such a big spirit. Jimmy Spivey crossed my spirit and I text him. I was like, where you been? You all right? He sends me a video link of his daughter's truck being annihilated by somebody else's. That baby is in the hospital. She been in ICU. She was on breathing machines. All I asked, what's her name? Does she have any kids? And what are her injuries? I started writing a prayer. As soon as I said amen, here he come with, she's out of the surgery. Everything went well. She's off the breathing machine. Thank you, Jesus. Stay around people who believe. Y'all ain't got to believe what I got. Like, I wasn't raised in church, but I grew up at St. John's downtown, 2019 Crawford. I have such a relationship with the Most High God. I promise you, anybody attached to me wins. Anybody who comes with bad intention, y'all don't stay. Not my problem. But those of you who want to keep going, who are ready to do what you're supposed to, who want to know what obedience looks like, is this. What's next?
Decisions determine destiny. That's next. Every decision that you make, like she just was talking about, it comes back to that. So you got to think. Now, see, this is the deal. A lot of us growing up, we've seen people do things, but those things that they've done really didn't break down the decision making that mattered. So really, basically, some of us, a lot of us, haven't been taught how to make a decision. So there you go with making a decision just based on a whim, based on a feeling that's false, not true.
Yeah.
Because you feel the true feeling inside of you, but why don't you go with that true feeling? Because you don't believe that you have it in you to succeed with that true feeling, and you connect more with the identity of the bad. And you don't want the bad. So therefore, now you are indifferent and ambivalent within yourself. And doing that and being that different in that I don't know stage, now you're getting all of these things happening where you don't want to happen, and you asking yourself, why are these things happening?
Because you said it. You said, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be in traffic. I don't want to be late. I don't want to go here. I don't want to be broke, tired, or alone. I don't want to. It's still an affirmation. You still speaking something into existence. So it's your tongue, right? When you decide to speak life, what you see.
When you speak your word, you have to realize, and that's another thing, you got to start teaching your children that tongue, that word, your word. When you speak that word, your word's not going to return back to you void. It's going to give whatever you asking of it. And I'm talking about if you don't know, that means that most likely you're going to get a bad situation or a bad feeling. You got to know. You got to have that clear understanding of what you want. You got to have that clear understanding of your desire. And your desire has to be good. And when it's good, what she said, when you open up yourself like this, instead of doing this, closing yourself up, this is limitation. When you do this right here, now your cup get to runneth over. Now when your cup runneth over,
You can break bread.
there you go. Now to do that, first thing first, you got to love yourself. And that's another thing. People used to ask me, do you love yourself? I'll say yes. But then me saying yes, but inside I'm like, man, what does it really mean to love yourself? I should have asked that question. Why didn't I ask that question? Kind of embarrassed. Kind of not knowing how to ask that question, you know. But as you grow, or you put yourself around wisdom, or you ask for wisdom, and you use that law of attraction, that wisdom will come to you, and then you'll start to understand, okay, this is the way I can love myself, instead of doing it a way where I'm neglecting what I want. Stop being indifferent inside. That's where we going next. Stop being indifferent inside. And use frustration in a positive way.
How do we do that?
Check this out. Frustration, to me, is like riding that razor's edge of anger and disappointment. So when you feel frustrated, you have to know that emotion alone is letting you know something is going against something that you hold high in your standards. You see what I'm saying? And right there in that instant, that moment, that instant, what you can do is use that moment as a learning experience and realize, okay, this is the feeling that they were talking about. This is the moment where I can practice on making that good decision, or using frustration to benefit me, using frustration and using that as an advantage. Because see, when that frustration comes, that's your warning sign. That's your warning sign that something is wrong inside you. And so figure it out. Don't blow up, because like I said, you can walk and dance on that razor's edge all day. You just don't want to fall on that anger side, and you don't want to fall on that disappointment side, because both connect with self-guilt and a lack of self-compassion. So what you got to do, open yourself up again and love yourself.
Vulnerability is required, and so is transparency. And a lot of times it is the most difficult to acquire simply because of belief and lack thereof. Get in the mirror naked, physically naked, be bare. Before you even shower, see you. And I want you to be able to get to a place, it might take a minute, but get to a place where when you see you, you can smile and acknowledge your beauty. Because a lot of people don't even believe you when you say I love you, because you don't love you. And a lot of times when we ask questions, we rabbit hole dive. How do I get there? How do I do that? Because we think on our own devices. With God, all things are possible. Thank you, God, for granting me the vision of seeing who you've created me to be. I'm so grateful I see my amazement and understand why people place their expectations in such a way, because literally, y'all, like, people act like because they like you, you're required to uphold some kind of space for their emotions. No, not effective. But when you are able to get to a place where you see you naked and you can honor your temple, you'll be more mindful of what you put in it. Your body is like your vehicle in real life, okay? When you put 87 gas in your car, you're going to get 87 miles of water. When you put the molasses in your car, right, that nice slow 93 gas, it lasts longer. In real life, I've done all of the tests. Check it out. You want E, put your gas on 93. It's a $2 difference overall, but you're going to keep that gas for 6 more days. I bet you. But when you put yourself in position to understand that what you put in your body truly does matter. If you are ingesting things that don't sustain you, then you're completely emptied. If you are deficient in certain vitamins, levels of protein, it shows in your activity. If you are not financially well, your tone of voice don't sound like love. If you are not physically well, your tone of voice don't sound like love. If you breathe, though. Here come the wind blow. It's so serendipitous. Here come life moving past us. Here comes acknowledgement, because see, in 10 seconds, I can take a deep breath and remember I'm not the only person on this earth. I am just one, but I'm a whole lot of one, because I'm aware of this one thing I can do. I can give you insight. I can take you from here to the flight that you're going to take the rest of your life, always inhaling deeply, always acknowledging the breath in your body, always being grateful for the abundance, the sufficiency. Because anything else you get in life, guaranteed, it's privilege. If you get to have a spouse, if you get to have children, if you get to have parents that you can still love, like, I thank you, God, for my mama. I love all my parents, but my mama is a special woman. She's so special. My mama was in chemo on my birthday, and still, though I know she was tired, took me to lunch. And it took everything in me not to just sit at the table and cry, because I'm grateful. I ain't scared about her healing, because I know it's already here. I'm just so grateful and overwhelmed with my joy and gratitude that my mama is such a strong woman, that there's nothing I can't do, because I have been raised by greatness. And the men in my life are so amazing. They came late in life, but I'm just like, damn, God is amazing. I know some really dope dudes. I got girlfriends that are like, ready for relationships, but they just not really want to go on social media because y'all a little tainted over there. But just get in the mirror, be naked, and learn how to be vulnerable with yourself. Because once you love yourself, baby, you ain't gonna give a shit about who don't. I love me. I know I'm beautiful. I know I'm amazing. I know my heart is golden. I know I'm green. I'm so green. I'm naive. It's okay. I'm not tainted though. And I'm grateful, because God has painted me in such a way that I defy this sense of science. They told my mama she couldn't have kids because of cancer. Here I am. Birth control and a condom couldn't stop me from coming. And I'm grateful, because I feel like in 39 years, I've done a few good things. I see so much more for the rest of us. And I'm honored to know that this stranger who saw me on the news, because he decided to get up early and catch them worms, and told his wife, look, it's this light-skinned lady I saw on TV. She got an event.
Yeah, I got to be there.
We gotta be there.
I got to be there. I'm just telling you, just find her. Just find her.
And she did. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. She went to work. I don't know how she did it. I don't know how she did it. Maybe events to start with K on Eventbrite. How did you find Coochie Chocolate?
Well, I had just walked into the office and I was training someone. And he was like, baby girl, he called me.
At work.
At work.
While you working?
Yes, I had just walked in and he called me. He's like, I need you to look for this event. It started with a K. I don't know the name of it. I just need you to find it. So I started searching or whatever. And I sent him one thing. He's like, no, that's not it. And then I sent him the next one, which was it, like, what, 2-3 minutes later? And he's like, all right, we've been to buy tickets to this. We're going to this. And I was like, all right.
Let me tell you about investments, y'all. They bought 2 tickets to Coochie Chocolate to celebrate 1 year of wellness that we've been doing with Danessa. What was your return on investment?
Ooh,
Because I think they sold out at all the shirts they brought.
Yeah, like we did pretty good that night.
We did
Yeah.
really good that night.
Yeah.
And you know, there's a lot of people out here, like on TV, it's like, oh, you're an artist, you want to be a rapper, you try to make these videos, I can't support you in your dreams. Like it's so negative. You got you a good wife. You say, you know what, we about to build our own brand. We're gonna build our own brand, we're gonna bring our own shit, and you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And you trust him.
Oh yeah.
You trust his vision. You need to really understand if your mate don't do that.
It's a balance. It's a balance that you have to find, and it's a continuous search that you can get confused with. It gets cloudy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you got other family members that got opinions and friends, and then I don't know, when you just find that one that you connect with, you know it. You know, like you know it deep down. So, but this is the thing though, you may have to go through a couple of relationships to get to the one that you deserve and you desire. So throughout this journey, don't get hurt. I mean, with your feelings and everything, just keep growing. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep growing and learning from yourself. Okay, I don't like this. You know what I mean? I don't like that. So I'm gonna stay away from this type of personality, that type of characteristic. See, what you're doing is you're finding out who you are within yourself. That's you loving yourself.
Yeah.
Also, you building your own brain. So what you throughout that search, just be like you said, it goes back to being open, right?
Be open.
And having those standards. Remember, whenever you're in that relationship and you get frustrated, use that frustration to benefit you. Okay, mark it down. I don't like that because it's going against my standards. So we move forward, not backward. And you keep doing that, you're going to find that relationship. You're going to find that person. I'm trying to tell you, it just takes time with yourself, too. It takes time with yourself and knowing yourself.
Back to one of our
Balance.
sponsors, Marry Us Tiffany, because it really is an investment to make. When you know trauma has affected the trajectory of your experiences, when you know triggers really do arrest you in your spirit, get some support. Because a lot of times the frustration, the fear that how you want it to go isn't gonna go, it hinders you. But I promise. What's that mean? Oh, I promise we gotta stop this show, y'all. It gets so good. Y'all gotta catch us another time. Huh? I got 10 more minutes. Okay.
I think you know how to keep within the hour. Okay, my
We
bad.
need green, baby. But it does. It gets trying. I want everybody who wants to know that there is a way. If you want to enjoy your marriage, if you don't want to get married, but you want to be married in your relationship or the way in which you go through life, like there is a way. If you want to feel supported, just learn to understand that this one person may not have the toolbox, but they got the hope or the drive or the faith or the trust or the love or the energy or the support system. They got something. But when you do get to a place to where you know this is the person, that's when you want to start your relationship counseling. That's when you want to start talking about conflict resolution. What are the top reasons for divorces? Let's tackle that shit. Finances, communication, intimacy, compatibility.
They didn't realize that.
They didn't. Because some people are under the tradition of cohabitating after marriage. That's a big transition. You know, OCD is said to be like a taboo topic. First of all, I like order. What you want? Where you need it to be? You know, how much bleach needs to be in the sink? Like, there's just certain things of cleanliness because it's next to godliness, and there's a way to keep your order. But I have married couples who sleep in different rooms. I've married people who sleep in different houses. The dynamics of relationships are not being told and shown on TV. But you can talk about it here on the People's Podcast, because the Daily Smoke always going to expose the truth. There's always a way for you to enjoy your experience. And in all honesty, however long it takes, it's worth it. When you know this is what you want to do. There is this capacity that the heart has to be patient. Right here, got to stay connected. These 18 inches, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. And then when your forehead big, it's about 24. But there is a process of calming your spirit, easing those symptoms of anxiety, and getting to a peaceful place. And the instant you acknowledge the breath in your body, that first breath you took when you were awake, that was enough. Anything else is the grace of God. Be grateful. Don't assume you got time. Oh, maybe next time. No, today.
Right now.
Call them today. Show up today. Pop up today. Be present today and now in these moments, because we don't have time to assume we have time. We running out of time. We're all in transition. We don't know when, how. Even the ones who think they can make the decision, it don't go the way they expect. Because if you're not called to die, you're not going to. But you can change how you live. I just want you to know, if you breathe deeper, you get a little more comfortable with being vulnerable, you won't be so apprehensive to being naked outside. Y'all, these nudist beaches, it's not even about the skin. It's about the mind. It's about the mind. And when you can get your mind to align with the spirit, it allows you to really understand what it is to be connected. Get grounded. Don't allow your Christian upbringing to stop you from this holistic process, because it is all inclusive of the same path. We need to combine our intelligence, to connect our energy, and to really understand, with God first, for me at least, all things are possible. The word is so applicable, but there is work that can be done. If you have never experienced sound bowl meditation and drums, it is something soothing to your soul. The same kind of soothing that most of these kids do with the heavy metal and rap. Like, something about that noise allows you to just get out of your head. That's why they go to the club every weekend. Sometimes people don't understand because they don't experience. When you don't understand, it's because you don't experience. That's why the word says, lean not on your own understanding, because your skewed view cannot be the way you see things. It's not effective. It's not effective. But I promise, y'all subscribe to this channel, $TD Smoke. Y'all keep investing, y'all keep projecting, y'all keep sharing these videos, because we got shit to say and you got things to learn. Love you.
Peace.
Peace.